Okay, I'm now recording this class on how to deal with unidentified match files.
Mhm.
So we go into the DNA matrix, and when you add the match file,
Mhm.
so here's one right here. Okay, and it's saying, okay, there's kit number missing and it doesn't recognize the file.
Mhm.
So to assign the categories, you just click on the file, then click on view. And it still says, okay, kit 1 column is missing. Okay, so here you see the file. So
Mhm.
with kit 1, kit 2, so to assign them, you go up to these columns up on top.
Mhm.
So column, okay, that's kit 1. Column 2, this is kit 2. Column 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 isn't. This total CM, that's how many the centimorgans.
Mhm.
And then none of this other data stuff really uses. So now it recognizes that file. And if
Okay,
you,
I can't see what it says over on the right.
oh, it says user defined now.
Okay.
Let me add your other one here and see it says undefined.
Mhm.
So that's why. And now this one is a segment match. This one, there'll be a little bit more info for it. Okay, we still got the kit 1 there. Kit 2's over on this column. Now this one, it matches it. This has got all the chromosome match data.
Yeah.
So here we label the chromosome tab. This B37 start and end. This will be the segment begin, and this is the segment end. And then here's the centimorgan column.
But wait a minute. Back up a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the centimorgans for that segment.
Yeah, for that segment.
Okay.
Yes. Because in this one, there will not be a total centimorgans.
No.
And then this SNPs, I mean, this state, like, see this total CM, we won't
Okay.
use any of that stuff.
Okay.
Because we only want how many centimorgans are on that individual segment.
Yeah.
Because like here, see it's split into more. So, and really that's all there is to it.
Okay, I mean, I thought I did that, but maybe, I guess I thought I had to assign more columns, so maybe that was the problem,
No.
that it didn't seem to work. You know, it just, I assigned columns what I thought were appropriate, and it, when I said preview, it still complained that kit 1 was missing and so on.
Yeah. Yeah, because yeah, it's like, yeah, some people get confused because even though you know, in this field here it says kit 1, well, Turing Companion doesn't really know that is kit 1. It's because it can be called anything.
But I mean, I think I did all that, but
Yeah.
it didn't seem to work. But
Yeah.
But what you supplied me with was header files. So
Right. Yeah, because see, once you do that, it creates these header files. So if you got like another kit for another match that's in those columns are in the same format. So let's just say this one is similar, but it's not exactly the same. But let's just say this was in the exact same format as this one.
Yeah.
Rather than loading this and then assigning those same columns over to it, I can just make a copy of this file and then just rename this header file. So it's just the file name .header. So
Yeah.
so and now if
I so when you supply me with the headers, that did work for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
So and this I know only works for the Windows version. I don't think it works for the Mac version. If you hold on the Shift key, when you click on, okay. Oh, it's probably because that header file exists. Here, let me remove that. Let me re-add this. Hold on the Shift and then click on View. Well, no, it's not doing it. Oh, this is why. Okay, I just had an issue. Yeah, it opens up a file format of how these are columns for how these
Yeah,
are the known file
sent me
formats.
that sent me what you're looking at now.
Yeah. So and he adds them periodically. So but it does require a new version, but here this is what's in this particular format right there. So this is the version I'm running. So
yeah, so he said he's going to add that the one where I went through how to create it.
yeah. So that would be, I'm just stopping the share here temporarily. Yeah, one other thing, I'm just kind of throwing this in, even though this isn't one specifically you mentioned. Sometimes you'll have a kit file that only, like a 23andMe file where it only has, now this one I downloaded straight from 23andMe. It does recognize it, but you'll notice that this kit2 box shows up here.
Yeah.
And the reason being is if you look at this file, here's kit1, surname, here's the chromosome, segment begin, and send more, you know, all this information. Well, there is no information on here as to who the test taker is. There's no reference to that person. So in that case, then you can just type in the identifier yourself. So this kit is mine, and that's how I've got the DNA kit fact.
Yeah, I did I did get that to work. It wasn't working for me initially, and that was because it has to recognize what kind of file it is before it opens that kit2 window.
Right.
And my files, it wasn't recognizing, so it didn't open the window.
Yeah, see, yeah, so if this type says undefined, it's like you've got to like click through view and assign those columns.
Yeah.
So kit1, and it needs the minimum of kit1, kit2, or you could do just the kit1 if you want to specify the it down here.
Yeah.
So, but So, and then the only other thing is like when you do download where you're creating them like from GEDmatch, or if it's something, try not to futz with the file too much, because each time you download it, you're gonna have to make those same adjustments. Because I mean, it could
Okay, yeah.
it could be tempting, you know, like on this GEDmatch, you know, like this column, okay, there's nothing here, column 4A, you know, to just delete those columns. Maybe it just makes sense if I actually open it up here. But even though, say you define that, if say you delete these two columns and, you know, like date and test and company, well, now all of a sudden this is a new file format. You'd have to again redefine it.
Okay,
So even though there's columns you don't need, it's best to just do the minimal amount to it that you have to, so that the next time you download it, you don't have to keep redoing it.
okay.
So, because I downloaded like my match files like about once a month,
Uh-huh.
and Pierre can contest. I mean, I have a lot of match files, because if I
Deliberately spelled wrong.
because it's like because I've got like that one on 23andMe. If I do,
Ignore it.
Well, I should adopt a kitten if you don't tell me.
yeah, there's my ancestry. Here's my MyHeritage files,
Who cares?
as well as then I've got family tree DNA I can bring in. So it's like
Defective.
to have to redo all those would be pretty mind-boggling. And likewise, when I do update, I try to keep the same file names, so I don't have to keep unattaching and reattaching. So,
All right.
but, well, do you have any other questions about that?
I don't know so much about this. I mean, I'm sure I will about the class you're doing tomorrow, but that's, we'll wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, the simulator, yeah, that is a thing. You have to get your handle on doing the DNA matrix chart first, because everything bases off that. Because if you don't have a valid DNA matrix chart, every simulation will fail.
Yeah, it's from what I've tried so far, I just get the spinning pizza wheel that goes on forever, never
Yeah,
finished.
because, well, yeah, this is doing here DNA matrix for this one line, and I believe it will okay, matches the CSV file. Oh, I know why. No, I gotta let this finish. Yeah, see, I didn't specify enough generations. Oh, no, yes, I did. Oh, I know why. I'm using the wrong file. That's why. I'm on the wrong tree for doing this.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm on the wrong tree for that. So, but anyway, well, it's like on mine, I've got a half brother, but my dad did actually adopt him. But so he is attached as a father. Well, the DNA matrix chart is wrong, because relationship wise he's my brother, but DNA wise says he's only my half brother. So so to run the DNA simulator, I actually have to detach him from our father, you know, his adopted father. And then he'll show up then as a half brother. And so then the DNA matches, but I need to make sure that there's no red on the DNA matrix. Because otherwise every simulation I do would fail if I had him attached as a full sibling. So,
Okay,
but I'll go into that first thing
yeah,
Sunday.
okay.
So,
All right. Well, thank you for showing me that.
yeah, no problem. So, and then I'll see you tomorrow or
Good.
Sunday, I guess. Yeah.
Sunday, whatever. Yeah.